Hello everyone and welcome back to Lori's Boston Found, where thrifted is the new black. My name is Lori. I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark and on eBay. And today I am taking a little bit of a detour to talk about an instance where I found that the retail price for a luxury item was way better than the resale. I recently got two beautiful handbags for approximately $700 less than the cost of what one of the handbags would have been for resale. If you're interested in hearing my stories, stick around. Hey, well, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy that you found me. Typically, my channel is all about reselling and how I thrift for a living. I work full-time as a reseller and as a YouTuber, sharing my reselling journey here with you. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than you are normally used to seeing here, because I want to talk to you about an experience I just recently had purchasing a luxury handbag at Louis Vuitton for a fraction, literally 2/3 of what it would cost if I were to purchase it on the secondhand market. So I just want to preface this by saying I typically go for secondhand items first. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen a post recently about how I was looking for the Pochette Metis on Poshmark and how I was really frustrated because when I searched, just in the first 60 listings were counterfeit items. And I have been on the hunt for a Pochette Metis secondhand for a very long time. A few months ago, I shared a video about how I was trying to liquidate a lot of the current bags in my personal collection so that I could buy a couple really beautiful luxury handbags. Now, because I thrift for a living, a lot of the handbags that I used to love wearing, which were hobo, slouchy, big style bags, just aren't practical anymore. I need to have my hands free when I'm thrifting. Oftentimes I am filming while I'm also thrifting, so I literally need two hands, one to thrift and one to film. So crossbodies have become a way of life for me. So I've been eyeing the Pochette Metis for a very long time, and I initially wanted to get it in black leather in the empreinte. So I was kind of obsessing over that bag in particular. In retail, that bag is $2,400, but on the secondary market, it was anywhere between $2,000 and $2,800, depending on the site. So you can see why I was a little hesitant to pull the trigger on purchasing it secondhand. Then Coach had their annual sale or semi-annual sale, and I was able to get the the Coach Cassie bag for just $210. I had seen so many incredible YouTube videos comparing the Cassie to the Pochette Metis. I decided to give it a try, and I've been so happy with the Cassie. There are so many comparison videos, so that's not really what this is about. I just wanted to share with you how I was able to get this and a Pochette Metis for less than the cost of the Pochette Metis in what I've seen it on sites like The Real in particular. So a couple things. This is like the ultimate bag because it is a crossbody. It does have a detachable strap, which is great. It's made of a beautiful pebbled leather that I really love. One of the other features about this bag that I particularly love, because when I'm out thrifting, I'm often having to check comps on my phone before I buy something to see if it's worth reselling, or I'm filming with my camera. So I need to have a bag that I can get my camera in and out of, or my phone in and out of really quickly. And so this has this little sleeve in the back here. What else is in here? Oh, I was just on the Cape. So this was a brochure I found, which was so cool. Touring the thrift shops of Cape Cod. There are so many. I recently did a video too on thrifting in the Cape, and these were even more thrift shops that I hadn't found yet. So anyways, I digress. I love that this slips right into the pocket here. And I'm actually going to unbox the Pochette Metis here with you. I have been slowly selling off a lot of the pieces of my personal collection in order to just trim it down and buy handbags that I'm just super proud of having and carrying. Maybe some luxury brands that I, never thought I would get. This I didn't anticipate getting, but I could not pass up this price. And this bag has been just amazing. It has this little key lock closure right here. And inside it has so much space. I can show you really quickly what I have in here before I do the unboxing. I just have my Ray-Ban aviators that I love that are super filthy. Those fit in here. this was an essential thing that needed to fit in here. I have a very wide, big wallet. I actually bought this at the men's department in Bloomingdale's in Manhattan several years ago. I had a credit at Bloomingdale's for a Tory Burch bag that I had returned, and I wanted to find a Bloomingdale's that carried Louis Vuitton so that I could use that credit because I really wanted a wallet. I also wanted a really deep wallet. Most wallets come up to about here, and because I'm thrifting all the time, I always have a ton of receipts in my wallet, and it's just a mess. So I just needed something that could really hold on to everything that I need and then just be able to zip around. So there's really nothing fancy about this, and I'm sorry, I don't even know the name of this. I had been really eyeing the organizer that had like leather trim. It had black leather trim. I ended up getting this, and I've been really happy with this. I've had this for a solid like 2 or 3 years, and it's been great. So I needed a bag that would fit this, and this fits perfectly right in this pocket here. And there's also this back little pouch here. I mean, this is like accordion style. It opens up, has so much space. So back here, these are all my gift cards, TJ Maxx, coupons that I need to use. And in the front here, some gum. I have this Built bar. Have you guys ever heard of Built? Somebody on social media recommended this. It's like an Almond Joy, almost like a marshmallow, so good. Coconut flavored protein bar. That's only 3 points on Weight Watchers, so I love that. I have just like a couple lip glosses and a compact here and a tie for my hair because I always get warm when I'm out thrifting. So this really fits a ton of stuff. And the Pochette Metis, if you look at a lot of comparison videos, very similar. Let's shift gears and go into the unboxing. I ended up getting the reverse pattern, which, to be perfectly honest, I never liked. I already have a monogram Louis Vuitton bag. This is the Delightful, and this is the size bag that I carried for so long. I still absolutely love this bag. It's so lived in. When I worked at American Girl at the Natick Mall, which was the Boston location, I purchased this bag with one of my bonuses. So if you are a Louis Vuitton pro and you're looking at this and thinking, they never made the Delightful with the black strap, you would be correct. I had this professionally dyed. I sent this out to be dyed because it had a lot of staining. The vachetta is very prone to water damage and water staining, and mine had just gotten really beat up, and I wear a ton of black, and I just loved the idea of black trim. So this actually it's pretty beat up. It has a few cracks in it, but I did send this out, and I loved when it came back. It was like a new bag with the black trim. So I love stuff with black trim. This bag is just very big for me when I'm out thrifting, and oftentimes I walk away from my cart when I'm shopping, and I just don't want to leave a Louis Vuitton bag in a cart while I'm like halfway down the aisle looking through clothing. So it's really important for me to have a bag attached to me. So this is where the Pochette Metis comes in. I just want to share with you some of the prices that I have been looking at. Oftentimes I would go to the Louis Vuitton site and it would show as sold out. So my message to you here is, don't be intimidated if you see that it is sold out. Don't lose hope, because if it is an item that they restock, if it's not a limited edition bag, it will be restocked. And so I would really encourage you to just contact your sales associate and let them know what you're looking for. You may be put on a wait list. It may be a while for you to get the bag, but if you're patient, I feel like you won't have to pay the crazy prices that I'm seeing on the secondhand market. Here we are on the Louis Vuitton website, and here is the Pochette Metis, and they have a few different versions. This is the classic monogram for $2,050, and here is the reverse. So you can see the difference here. This has the vachetta on top. This is black leather. And this is almost like a toffee colored leather in the monogram on the bottom. This little piece right here is black. And then this is the vachetta as well. So same price here. This was the one I originally wanted, which is why I had the $2,400 price in my brain when I went to go shop. So the Louis Vuitton in Boston, when I purchased the reverse monogram, did have the turtle dove. And there was also a Louis Vuitton boutique inside of Saks Fifth Avenue that also had the black leather. So when you see it on the secondary market for so much money, it's crazy because this was just in store. I mean, I do live pretty close to Boston, so it's easy for me to give a call or just see if they have it in stock. But online, it says out of stock. So if you were to come shopping here, see that it was out of stock, your next stop might be a secondary site like Fashion File, like The RealReal. If you go to the reverse, this also says item unavailable, check back soon. Across the board, all of the ones that I even considered are out of stock online. This is why I kept looking on secondhand websites. So now here we are at The RealReal. This is the black one, so $2,400. So this is $20, at least it's $20 less than retail. This one is a little bit less, $19.95. This one's $2,200. So there are varying prices because of condition. So you have this one at $19.95, this one at $2,100. So let's see for this monogram. This says good, moderate adhesive residue at the trim and faint wear throughout. So, I mean, we're talking $50 above retail. They're saying that it's a smart investment, which obviously it is because it does hold its value quite well. But it's still $50 above retail and it's not even very good. It has residue. So I was blown away. So this is the bag that I got. Here is one for $3,000. Blows me away. Another $3,000 one, and this one's $3,100. This is a full $1,000, $1,050 more. This is from the 218 collection, so it's already 3 years old. Very good light scratches on the hardware. So I believe this is a great bag, but is it worth $3,100 when you can walk into a store and get it new? So definitely do your homework. I found this to be so interesting as I looked through. Here's another one for $31 and another one for $31. So, okay, in fairness, I just wanted to hop on to a different resale site. So Fashion File is a great company to buy luxury handbags and accessories secondhand. Daniela and I actually interviewed the founder of Fashion File on our podcast. If you want to check that out, I can link it in the description. It's called Thrifter's Villa, and Sarah's story is amazing. These prices are actually better than the RealReal. So here's the reverse for $21, the monogram for $21, $23, $1,900. These are much more reasonable. Still, a lot of them are slightly more expensive than new, which is crazy. This looks like it could be a good deal. So this would be something I would look into. This is the Empreinte in black, which retails for $2,400. So if I were to look at the description on this, these are the things I would look for. It comes with the box, the strap, and the dust bag. That is great. You want to make sure the strap is included. The condition is excellent. And then it tells you exactly what excellent means. So they have different tiers: excellent, very good, good, fair, and flawed. So typically I like to look for things that are in very good or excellent condition, depending on what I want to pay. New item appears unused and giftable, like new condition. So I like how they kind of describe exactly what their tiers are. So this is in excellent condition, and it's about $300 less than retail. So this to me would be a good purchase. You can see right here how the vachetta gets a little bit darker if I increase the screen here. This is definitely a newer one, or one that's better cared for, and this is older. You can see the color change. This gets darker and shows some wear on it. And that's why I preferred the black leather, which is here. When I went to Louis Vuitton, there was a little line outside. I let them know what I was looking for. They told me what was in stock. They did not have the monogram in stock, but they had the reverse. And I thought, that's not really what I've been looking for, but let me check it out. The reason that I did want to take a peek at the reverse was because the handle on the reverse is black leather. And so I know myself, I know that I had my Delightful professionally dyed to that black leather because I prefer that over the vachetta. Am I saying that right? Which over time had the water damage. That's what was pulling me in the direction of the reverse. My sales associate was so nice, so patient. She showed me a couple other bags. She knew that I was interested in the Pochette Metis, and at the time I was looking at another color, which was the Turtle Dove, which was kind of like a taupey grayish color. Her advice to me on that was that color transfer, dye transfer is a real issue with lighter colored bags, and because I wear so much black and denim, she didn't think that it would be a great choice for me. So she showed me the reverse Pochette Metis, and to my surprise, I really loved it. The only downside to this is I feel like you're limited a little bit with the outfit selection that you have because it's a mixed pattern. And I also feel like it goes better with lighter colors, and I wear a lot of dark colors, but I want to branch out a little bit, and I'm very excited. So I got this for my anniversary. I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but I got this for my anniversary. I had saved about $600, $700 from the sales of the handbags that I was purposely selling to get a nice bag. And also, I decided recently that I was going to sell this bag. I haven't listed it yet, but I paid only $90 for this on Tradesy because the inside, and this is like 5 or 6 years old, right here was crazy sticky, disgusting with all the goo when the glaze of your Louis Vuitton bag gets really sticky. And I read some how-tos, and I think it was alcohol and Q-tips. And I just literally went through about 75 Q-tips and cleaned out the inside. So now it's just raw suede on the inside. And if you look at this little travel case side by side, it's slightly bigger than the Cassie. And I just don't use this very often. It's been in my closet with all my other handbags. So I plan on selling this. You'll have to let me know your thoughts. So here we go. She's so pretty. All right, so this has a different sort of a clasp here. You just kind of clip right here and it opens up. This is the black leather handle that I was talking about. And this is just much more durable. And like I said, I'm pretty tough on my bags. This is the back part. Like I said, the Cassie has a little slip. This has just a little zipper. This also has like a little plastic coating. One of the criticisms of this bag is that this clasp gets pretty scratched up over time. So I'll probably leave the little plastic coating on for a while, but I love the black accent. So even with what I'm wearing, I feel like the black kind of pulls in a little more. So it's a different pattern. I wasn't sure that I liked it, but then when I saw it in person, I really did love it. So inside is the strap that connects to the sides, and I can wear it as a crossbody. Both of the crossbody straps are adjustable. Obviously this one is empty, so this one is pretty chunky right here. Here's the little side view. And the top view. I mean, these bags are so similar. I got to the register, I thought it was gonna be $2,400 because I had been researching the leather one, remember, and this was $2,050. How crazy that I got this for retail. And resale, which I have been racking my brain over, just refreshing so many websites and looking at just in and what's new, $3,100 on the Real. And this was $2,050. We are talking about a $1,050 difference. And this is new, straight from Louis Vuitton, gift wrapped and everything, you know, new out of the box. I was just floored by that because I am such a believer in purchasing secondhand, and there was some level of guilt for me to get this firsthand, you know, to buy it new from the store. But this was $210 and this was $2,050. So together, this is $2,260, which is still over like about $800 less than what this is on the Real pre-owned, which just blows my mind. So the message that I really want to get across here is to just do your homework. I know as a reseller that sometimes you are buying items that are no longer available and you get to sell them for more money. That's the name of the game. It's supply and demand. Be sure that you contact Louis Vuitton and don't necessarily rule out that you can get a new item for retail, which in some cases is going to be less than resale. If you are looking for an item that is discontinued, then you don't have that much leverage because those prices are going in one direction, right? If they're no longer available and they're a sought after item, you may end up paying more money for them. But if you are going to go retail, just do your homework. You might be surprised what you can get new compared to resale on certain items. Now, I will say the jury is still out as to whether or not, if I'm just talking between these two bags, resale versus retail aside, if this bag is worth $2,000 to this Cassie's $210, I'll tell you, this bag has really impressed me. And they make this in so many colors. Ultimately, these bags are very similar. I'm really excited. I will report back and let you know how I'm enjoying my Louis Vuitton. I suspect I'm going to like this very much because it is similar to my Coach bag. I would be really curious to know what your experience has been purchasing items on the secondhand market. 9 times out of 10 for me, I can find a really good deal on the secondhand market. But in the case of the Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis reverse monogram, I could not believe that this was listed on the RealReal for $3,100. Not even in excellent condition, in very good condition. And I walked into a store and they had this in stock for $2,050. Be patient when it comes to buying luxury. You know, whether you need to be patient to find it in store or whether you have to be patient to find that perfect bag secondhand that's in your budget. Just be patient, and I feel like it gives you so much more leverage. I know that when bags are hot and they're not available, if one becomes available, some people will pay any amount of money just to get their hands on it. And these are a big investment. So you just want to make sure that what you're purchasing is something that you're going to love for a long time. There are countless ways though that you really can save when you purchase luxury secondhand. So I by no means mean for this video to be a deterrent to buying secondhand. It will always be my first go-to is to look at the secondary market first. There are just certain instances where you want to be careful. If there's an item that can be restocked, do you want to pay that premium to get it on the secondhand market as opposed to waiting? It always pays to do your homework to see which styles are still in stock, which styles are being discontinued, if a store is going to have price increases. All that stuff comes into play when you look at the secondary market and what is going to be higher in price and what's more affordable. So for example, I had a $400 credit recently at ThredUp. I had sent a bunch of stuff to them. I'd never cashed out, and I'm just not a big ThredUp shopper. And I went in and I saw a Louis Vuitton sweater that I really loved. It was longer length, black. I was hoping that it would be here in time for this video because I wanted to wear it for the video. It retailed for $1,300. A sweater from Louis Vuitton doesn't have the same retail value as one of their most beloved bags, such as the Pochette Metis. So that I got on sale for $299. ThredUp had listed it originally in the $400 range and it was on sale for $299. I used credits for it, so I actually got that sweater essentially for just the price of the merchandise I had sent in. That is a case where you can really score purchasing something luxury secondhand. I thought it'd be fun to move into this bag and just transfer all of the stuff over from my Cassie to this to just get a feel for what it would look like. So I just tossed my phone in here really quickly. So here's the inside. It's this gorgeous suede. This should fit right in here. And it is kind of nice to have like the matching wallet. That's kind of a pro for this bag. My gum, my sunglasses. I can put my sunglasses in, you know, like this right on top. Now that my kids are older, I carry so much less in my bags. And especially when I am out thrifting, I don't like my bags to be super heavy. But just absolutely gorgeous. Everything fits in here so nicely. Next up, I am starting to research getting a Chanel boy bag. I'm not into the classic flap. I love the boy bag, and I do plan on getting that secondhand. It is rumored that Chanel will be raising their prices once again, and their bags are just at a place of crazy money for me right now. So for me, it's going to be fun to have the challenge of trying to find a boy bag on the secondary market for a good price. So I'm up for that challenge. I'm going to continue to sell off the bags in my collection that I'm not using right now. And in the meantime, I am going to really enjoy these two beautiful crossbody bags. The Cassie from Coach and the Pochette Metis in the reverse monogram from Louis Vuitton. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you have the Cassie or the Pochette Metis or both, and let me know your thoughts on them. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content from me. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.